Hi guys, it's Smita. Welcome to my channel. This is probably by far one of the most useful videos that I'm doing on my channel. When it comes to foundation application, we all have our own way of applying foundation, sometimes with a beauty sponge, sometimes with a brush, and some of us don't even have a sponge. So I'm going to show you one crazy way that'll blow your mind off. We most definitely have socks at home, don't we? All we need is a microfiber sock. Now, a sock has two sides to it. One is a little bit more rough, which is the inner side, and the outer side is usually smoother. I'm going to first turn it inside out, so the rough side will be facing outside. By the way, this sock is from Singapore Airlines. I never use this sock. I most definitely use it to apply foundation, never use it on my foot, but I'm definitely being resourceful here, and I hope you will also be. Next, I'm going to start rolling it into a donut, so the softer side or the smoother side faces outside. And this is what I'm going to be using to apply foundation and powder and concealer and blush and contour, pretty much everything. And I'll show you the coverage that you get. You won't believe it. It's just unbelievably amazing. And I'll also show you how you can wash this very easily. So let's begin. I've applied the Aveeno moisturizer about 20 minutes ago, and on one side, on my right side, I'm going to be using the sock applicator, and on my left side, I'm going to be using a damp sponge, and this one's from Colourpop, so we can compare the two sides. Let's begin by priming the face. This is the Porefessional by Benefit Cosmetics. I'm going to apply it on either side and mostly focus in areas where I have visible pores and fine lines, so this primer helps to fill those up and smoothen my skin out before I apply anything else over it. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Glow. This is in the shade 340. As I mentioned before, I'm going to start on my left side with a sponge. This is a damp sponge, by the way, and as you can see, it gives you that very natural coverage with a beautiful glow. It does absorb a lot of product because sponges are meant to absorb product, so it's going to absorb the foundation as well. So rather than giving you more coverage, it's going to give you a natural coverage. And here's the comparison of the two sides. Right side, I don't have any foundation, and on my left side, I have the foundation applied with the damp sponge. Now let's apply the foundation on the right side with the sock. I'm not sure how much justice the camera does, but in person, it most definitely gives you a more full, flawless coverage. I don't know if you guys can tell, but in front, it looks so beautiful. It looks natural. It doesn't look cakey, but it gives you more coverage. Here's the comparison of the two sides. On my right side, I use the sock, and on my left side, I use the damp sponge. By the way, the foundation that I used gives you a light to medium coverage. With that, you can see the kind of coverage that it's given me on the right side with the sock. And if you observe carefully, most of the product is sitting on top of the sock. It hasn't absorbed much. Whereas with the sponge, it tends to absorb a lot of product inside of the sponge. Now let's see how it performs with the concealer. I'm going to be using the Milani concealer, my favorite, in 145. On the left side, again, I'm going to be using the damp sponge, and on the right side, I'm going to be using a sock to blend it out. The sponge most definitely blended that out like a dream. This is a beautiful concealer, gives you great coverage. Before this concealer starts to crease, I'm going to set it with the Airspun translucent powder. I'm using the same damp sponge. I'm going to dip it in the powder and slowly dab it in areas where I applied the concealer. And then I'm also going to quickly set rest of the face. As you can see, my left side is mattified because I used the powder. Let's do the same on the right side, but now with the sock. Because the sock does not absorb much product, I'm going to be using a little less concealer on my right side. This is the side I used to apply the foundation. I'm going to turn it on the other side and use it for the concealer. Even without setting it with powder, it's given me amazing coverage, and I use less product on my right side as compared to the left side. Now let's go ahead and use the Airspun powder to set this. Again, there's ample space on the sock applicator, so I'm going to turn it on the other side and I'm going to use that side to apply the powder. Wow, I don't know how much you guys can see. I don't know how much the camera captures, but that definitely is a far more coverage on my right side as compared to the left side. Here's a comparison of the two sides again. What do you guys think? I'd love to know what your thoughts are. So sound off in the comment section below. You can also use it to sculpt your face. So how about we use a brush on my left side and the sock on the right side? I'm going to start with contouring. If you want more information on any of the products that I've used today, you'll find that in the description box below. So I'm just using an angled brush to contour my face. And then using a Wet n Wild powder brush, I'm also going to be using a blush. And on my right side, I'll be using the sock. I haven't used this side to apply any product, so I'm going to be using it to contour my face. The easiest way to apply is to lightly dab it in and you get that flawless finish. And I'm going to find another free spot on my sock to apply the blush. Because I dabbed it in, that definitely looks much cleaner and softer than on my left side. Again, what do you guys see and what do you guys think? I'd love to know. And then finally, we have the highlighter on my left side with a brush and on my right side with the sock. And here are the two finished sides. I feel like there's more coverage on the right side and it looks a lot more flawless than on my left side, but I'd love to know your thoughts. And it's so easy to wash the sock. All you have to do is open it up and put it in a washer or just hand wash it. And it comes out clean and you can use it again and again. I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing if you want to watch more videos of mine. I post new videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. For your convenience, I'm listing everything that I've used in the description box right below this video, and you'll also find my socials there. So if you plan to try this method, please don't forget to tag me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.